Alright, number 12, we want to use sum or difference to find the exact value for the expression. We are starting with tangent. So the tangent sum different formula is tangent of alpha plus or minus beta. So you have your two angles. That will be equal to tangent of alpha plus or minus beta. Tangent alpha plus or minus tangent of beta. Then on the bottom we have 1 minus or plus tangent of alpha tangent of beta. Alright, so again, we're starting with a degree measurement, or we're starting with a degree measurement at some angle. This one is 15 degrees. These are a little bit better to be able to figure out. So if you go to the unit circle, I'm going to show you a couple different ones. So I went to just unit circle PDF, and I think this first one is the one I like the best. That would be this unit circle embedded math. This is the one that just gives you all the angles in degree form and radian form in the ordered pairs. It also tells you the trig functions and which quadrant they are positive or negative in. And if you look at the degree measurements, the smallest one is 0, and then after that we get to 30. So how can we use these to come up with 15? By adding or subtracting. So you're not going to add something and get 15. You're going to have to subtract. And there are a number of them you can use. We can use 45 and 30. We can use 60 and 45, or any combination of these three, like all the way around. So just to keep it simple, let's just use 45 and 30. If we subtract these, that will give us the 30-degree angle. Now, when you're using tangent, the ordered pair tangent is equal to y divided by x. Okay, so let me minimize this. Tangent on the unit circle is y coordinate divided by x. So I have recently come across another unit circle that actually gives you the first few values of tangent. So if I can zoom in a little bit here, they show you right here. This is the y value, this is the x value. So if I were to divide these two, the 2's would cancel and I would have 1 over the square root of 3. Well, they've already rationalized the denominator and showing you that the tangent of 30 is equal to the square root of 3 over 3. So this is a whole lot nicer than the other one in the fact that it gives you these values of tangent. Here, if we do y divided by x, it's the same thing. So you get 1, and then on this quadrant you will get square root of 3 divided by 1. Just focus on the top numbers, if you will, and that will give you the square root of 3. And then here, if we do 1 divided by 0, we get undefined. And then all the way around the unit circle, the same ordered pairs will either give you negative or positive of these same 4 values repeating, except for, just right across, mirror image tangent of 0, that's also 0. Mirror image of undefined, so at the bottom it's also undefined. And you can kind of mirror image these. This is square root of 3 over 3, and mirror image would be a negative over here. And you can kind of also pick that up from this section. Anyway, that's a lot of explanation. So let's actually start to plug this into the formula. So what I'm going to use is 15 equals 45 minus 30. So I'm going to start writing the formula like that. So tangent, parentheses, 45 minus 30 equals tangent. Now since I had minus, I followed the bottom sign. Tangent of 45 minus tangent of 30 divided by 1, and the bottom sign this time is plus, and this is still tangent of 45 times tangent of 30. Alright, so we're going to go to the unit circle. We're going to find these values. So again, there's a lot of them. I've always defaulted to this one. But with the experience, you have to figure out what tangent is. This one is really nice because it gives you those first values, and these are the different values that you see for tangent. So tangent of 45 is 1, and tangent for 30 is square root of 3 over 2. So I'm going to be inputting those values in, 1 and square root of 3 over 3. So that equals 1 minus square root of 3 over 3. Then on the bottom we have 1 plus 1 times the square root of 3 over 3. And we can get rid of the fraction by multiplying top and bottom through by 3. Okay, and so we're going to have to actually distribute that 3. So doing so will give me 3 minus square root of 3, and distributing through here will give me 3, and then that's just square root of 3, be plus square root of 3. Now I do believe that you would want to rationalize the denominator. Sorry, couldn't see that. Rationalize the denominator, so you need to use the sum and difference formula, like rationalizing this. So to do that, we would have to do 3 minus square root of 3 on top and bottom. So that sum and difference formula will apply here. Square this, square that, and subtraction. So I'm going to do the shortcut. So on the bottom we get 9 minus 3. So a plus b, a minus b, the difference of squares formula here. And then we actually FOIL this out. So that will give us 9 minus, and I'm doing, this is the same thing as multiplying itself squared. So you square the first term, gives us 9. Multiply these two together. So they give me negative 3 square roots of 6, but double it. So negative 6 square roots of 3. And then you square the last one. So that'll give us a plus 3. And then we just simplify this expression. 3 and 9 give us 12 minus 6 square roots of 3 over 6. And then all three of these are divisible by 6. So that will give us 2 minus the square root of 3. So 2 minus square root of 3.